GW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Looking at a little bit of rain out there, some light rain, drizzle. We've had some fog a little bit earlier this morning, but the big story, obviously, as far as weather goes, are the warm temperatures. Our overnight low was running about 6 to 8 degrees above what our normal high should be this time of the year. We should be looking at about 34 degrees for a high temperature. And we started the morning off with temperatures in the upper 30s to the low 40s. I think the overnight low here in the Great Lakes Bay Area was right around 40 degrees. And even in northern Michigan, where they've got quite a bit of snow, that has been unusually mild also. So, of course, it's kind of packing that snow down just a little. The depths aren't there, but now we're seeing a little bit of moisture associated with that snow. Lake effect snow is pretty powdery. Doesn't really pack all that well, but give it a little bit of moisture and things begin to change. And hopefully with temperatures cooling down toward the end of the week, we'll begin to see a little bit more snow buildup in those particular areas where we did see as much as 4 and 5 and in some cases 6 feet of snow, about half that as of right now because of the mild weather conditions, the thawing and then the freezing, what's been happening over the past several days. It's called the roller coaster ride, and that's exactly what we've been looking at. First day of winter will be toward the end of the week. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through the program today. But right now, Matthew, what do you have on the thermometer?
Well, over at the airport, there's light rain and it's 46 degrees. Over at Midland, it's the same with light rain at 46. Here at Radio Center, there's light rain at 45. We have southeast winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.93, and it's falling.
We're looking at some 50-degree temperatures over in the Battle Creek area, Kalamazoo, and, of course, Detroit. Detroit did have some thunderstorm activity over the last 24 hours. Now, I'm not talking all the noise from Ford Field. It was just a very unusual time to have thunderstorms, but not unusual to have as warm a temperatures on this date as what we have had. A year ago today, our high was 53 and our low was 37. We didn't have any rain to talk about, but we did have a warm front move up through the state, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. By the time we're all done, we should be looking at around 50 degrees. There's a low pressure system over Minnesota with a counterclockwise circulation. That's the reason why we're getting that draft of mild air. The other being a high pressure system, which is in the Tennessee Valley, the western sections of the Tennessee Valley. And those two working together is what's pushing the warm air our way. Now, it's kind of a temporary thing. We're not really going to get all that cold. We're still going to be warmer tonight than what our average high should be. I think we'll only drop down to about 35, 36 degrees. And then tomorrow, we're not looking for the temperature really to move all that much. 37 is our projected high. And all the way through this period of time, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies, some spotty showers around. We could see 1/10, maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain in the rain gauge if you still have it out. If you don't, that's all right. It's quite frankly going to be meaningless. It's not like we're going to see any ponding or anything like that, simply because the ground is just not frozen. Clouds, high pressure is going to be moving into southern Ohio. That's the one that's currently in western Tennessee, over in the Arkansas, southern Missouri area. But still, mostly cloudy skies. We're going to watch the low pressure system that right now is located north of Minnesota up in Canada. That low is going to be moving to the east-northeast over the next 24, and that's the reason why the temperatures are going to moderate just a little bit. That is going to be drafting some colder air, mixing in with the warmer air coming from the high pressure system. but we're going to be far enough away from the high to let the cold air kind of dominate. So 37 is a high, 30 will be a low tomorrow night. Then moving into Wednesday, once again, will be mild, 36 for a high, 23 for a low. But Wednesday is going to be a lot more like what it should be this time of the year. Cloudy skies. And then as we move into the afternoon hours, we are going to be seeing some snow shower activity move in on Wednesday afternoon. There will be a low pressure system behind that high pressure system south of us, and that is going to be moving into Tennessee on Wednesday and eventually into West Virginia by Wednesday night. So as you can tell, we've got an active weather pattern, a lot of free flow from the west to the east. What's happening is the systems that are moving almost right straight east. So we're not getting any angular movement on these systems as of right now. Eventually, we will see some of that happening, especially as we get a little bit closer to the weekend. Moving into Thursday, we're going to have some sun. It'll clear a little bit on late Wednesday night, but some sun on Thursday to start the day, but then the clouds are going to be moving in. Our temperatures are going to be a whole lot cooler. 28 for a high on Thursday. Then I want to say about 24, 25 for a low on Thursday night. Thursday is going to be a snowy day, not so much during the day, but overnight on Thursday night, and that'll be spilling into Friday. Friday's going to warm up just a little, 32 for a high. Then we're looking at a low temperature on Friday night of somewhere around 12, 13 degrees. Then Saturday and Sunday, if you've got some outdoor plans that you're going to try to navigate with, and it's going to be outside, dress accordingly, because our temperatures are going to be in the mid-20s on Saturday and Sunday. Both days should be partly cloudy, so the sun will make it feel a little bit warmer than what it will be, but that's the way things are shaping up. Then as we approach Christmas, we get into the first part of the work week next week. Right now, the odds are that our temperatures are going to be at or slightly above normal, but there is going to be a system that will be affecting our weather the first part of the work week next week. So hopefully, with fingers crossed, that will spell a little bit of snow for Christmas Day. Record high in the state is 62. That was set 3 years ago in 2021. That just so happens to be the warmest ever 16th of December. 62 was our high, 36 was our low in that year. The record low on this date is 11 below zero. That was 1951. That happens to be the coldest ever 16th of December. Our high temperature on that day was 10, and our low was 11 below zero. Most amount of snow on this date, got to go back to 2007, 7 inches of snow on this date on in the year of 2007, December the 16th. Incidentally, sun will set this evening at 5:01. So we're beginning to see a little bit of movement in the evening with our darkness. It has been 4:58, 4:59, 5 o'clock. Now it's 5:01, but the morning sunrise still remains after 8 o'clock at 8:04. And as I said, the winter solstice, that is on the 21st of December, and officially it begins at 3:21 a.m. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who have we got, Matthew?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at High Fidelity Genetics. You know, farmers, you do need to find ways in this market to put a profit on your bottom line. It starts with saving half the cost of seed before you even get started. High Fidelity Genetics offers non-GMO seed, corn, and soybeans that qualify for organic production. You can get high-quality, high-yielding seed at half the price. Test plots prove you get the best for less with High Fidelity Genetics. Plus, you get more savings if paid by year end. Find out more by going online to highfidelitygenetics.com. Start today and save, or go online, call 515-434-7333. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, I hope you had a nice weekend.
I did. Hopefully you did as well, Terry.
Sure did. Smelling all those cookies and good things that everyone is getting ready for the holidays. We're just we're not that far away.
No, we've been doing some pretty good purging of sweets and cookies here. So yeah, it's we're we're hoping this holiday is going to come and go here pretty quick, because the waistline is definitely tough time of year for that.
I'm gonna need to get a gift certificate from Go Figure Fitness. I'm telling you right now, man.
Yep.
And to top all that off, the pies. Good Lord. I mean, it's like, folks, when you make a pie, you got to eat it right now, right?
Well, yeah, you don't want it to go bad. So,
No,
yeah, it's,
no.
you gotta, yeah.
So then if you eat the pie now, that means they're going to have to make another one for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it works.
That's the way it works. That's the way. I wish it was that easy in Chicago.
Well, yeah, Chicago's another animal for sure. Yeah, last week, we look at where we finished on Friday, Terry, for the week, wheat was down about a nickel, corn was up 2, and actually soybeans were down 6. So, yeah, soybeans still remain in kind of a, incredible range-bound choppiness the last 3 weeks. We've been in a 20-cent range and hasn't moved much. And the storylines really hasn't changed much. The weather in South America continues to be a very high probability potential for record yields, as there is no issues with weather. It's just almost ideal perfect there. And of course, the balance of that is we've had pretty decent exports in corn and beans, and also wheat. Over the weekend here, world news was rather quiet, but there seems to be a little bit of chatter about the turmoil in Syria. Russia is saying they won't sell wheat there, but Ukraine said they would. So that'll be something we'll watch in the wheat arena moving forward. And, we're going to get an update on the Australia wheat harvest progress here later this week, and they're talking more production down there. So, again, choppy trade and everything really as we move through the rest of the calendar year here, Terry. So
Australia's had their problems over the past couple of years. I don't recall hearing too much about record production down there.
Yeah, just kind of, it's not record production, but it's higher than they anticipated. Let's just put it that way. But I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know they were estimating such and such a production, like we all like to do estimates, and I guess it's going to exceed their expectations from what the last stuff I've been reading. So, well,
it's good for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because there's plenty of markets out there that we just haven't been serving.
Oh yeah, with the Middle East and the Black Sea, and you just never know in this world wheat market what's gonna what's going to be the next black swan event that'll get these markets moving. Of course, we've seen that report, on the USDA report last Tuesday that, the corn production or corn stocks were down about 200 million. So that boosted the corn to a 6-month high there right after that report last week. And now we've sold off almost a dime from that high, but gave the growers a great opportunity to get some pricing done. So
yeah, that brings up another point real quick. And obviously growers shouldn't be just sitting by and letting it happen. Whatever happens, they do have to take advantage of these things. Might not be at the prices that they'd like, but still, prices, if you can take advantage of something, is certainly a lot better than letting it wait and then be upset later.
Oh yeah, this is the time of the year. And of course, once the calendar turns to the new year, there'll be lots of meetings and lots of information available. But yeah, now's the price planning time for the 2025 crop season for sure.
So on the board right now, Gary, what do you have?
Yeah, right now let's call cash wheat up 2, Terry, at 534 on the white, 459 on the red. New crop for next year up 2 as well at 571 on the white, 486 on the red. Cash corn up 2 at 374. New crop for next year up 2 at 376. Cash soybeans, let's call it down a penny right now, 907, and new crop for 2025 down 3 at 923.
Gary, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you again a little bit later this week.
Sounds good, Terry. Take care.
All righty. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Looking for a new Ram professional truck or a Ram heavy-duty truck? And you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is? Well, now is the time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Market Report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline and by Thumb Bank, making agricultural loans since 1895. They've got locations all across the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. They're in business to take care of you, especially as we wrap up things here for the old year. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust, equal opportunity lender, and member FDIC. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, now you missed it. There was snow. Now there isn't snow. So don't let the gas spoil in your.
Well, that's the thing. You got to have snow and motivation.
Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot about that.
Sled. You gotta have, and don't forget the sleds and the gas. And all that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's just so much.
I think mine need a tune-up right now. They haven't been used for a while.
Oh, as little snow as we had last year, just write a check. You'll get a new one delivered.
Well, there you go.
Big check.
And it can sit.
Yeah, then it can sit, exactly.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of setting, are the boys in Chicago just kind of setting right now?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Crude's down about 60 cents. Not a big deal there. I see Dow Chemical hit another new low today. That's just a trend. I don't think it's anything really super fundamental. It's just that AI trading the markets down. Nucor hit a new low today. That's in the steel business, and so that's not great. Yeah, and the shipping thing is still going down a little bit. Seems to me that there would be less risk in shipping once this seems to get settled out, but I don't know. Tesla hit a new high. That again is sort of kind of a trend that just got lit on fire. So Bitcoin cleared 106,000. So that's another thing going on. This company I think it's called MicroStrategy or something like that. So they're joining the NASDAQ 100, the QQQs. And so I think they call that a proxy to the Bitcoin. So that's going to have some underlying implications too, as money flows or doesn't flow into the QQQs or the NASDAQ, by the way, which hit a new high today, all-time high today. So I don't know. But anyway, so here's your numbers. The March corn is 444 1/4, up 2 1/4. September corn 436 1/4, up 1 1/2. The March soybeans 991 1/4, down 3 3/4. September soybeans 998 3/4, down 3 1/2. March wheat is 553 1/4, up a penny, and September wheat 582 3/4, up 2 cents. Crude oil 70.08, down 74 cents. Heating oil 226.22, down 1.1 cents. Gasoline is 197 1/2, down 2.6 cents. Natural gas 268.9, that's down 6.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar just gets weaker, so the U.S. dollar buys 142.31 yen, or Canadian dollar, I should say. That's another 2-3 ticks higher. The dollar buys 154.15 yen, that's 51 ticks higher. The euro's at 105.04, getting close to that 105 breakdown. That's about flat on the day. And then the dollar's at 106.91, that's down 9 ticks. Gold is at 26.51, that's down $5 an ounce. Silver's 30.72, up 7 cents. Platinum's 942.90, up $18. Copper's 418.9, that is down 0.8 of a penny.
Almost fell asleep.
And mining
too
mining is kind of rough too right now, except for gold. That's kind of backed off, but it's not hitting new lows. And Ford too is getting awful close to a new low. Just interesting with Tesla hitting a new high.
Yeah, really.
Kind of a weird thing.
Huh. Stranger things. Stranger things.
Oh yeah.
Doug, thank you.
Okay.
All right, you have a good one. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Coming up next, Matthew, what do we have?
Up next, we have Rob Stoutenberg, and he's an agronomist with Michigan Sugar Company.
But before that, this.
At Golden Harvest, we know that to thrive in the wild north, you have to be built for it. Introducing the Hawk, the Grizzly, and the Wolf. 3 corn hybrids bred for powerful performance. Like apex predators, Wild North hybrids are strong and fierce, ready to face the toughest agronomic threats and stand tall all season long. Enter the wild. Visit hybridsbuiltforthenorth.com.
As a farmer, you do it all, and so should your technology. Hit the field and go with Ag Leader's new In-Command Go displays. Experienced unparalleled visibility and control with the information you need right at your fingertips. The all-in-one screen view enables you to easily monitor everything at once without losing sight of your map, so you can make informed decisions on the go. What are you waiting for? Get going with Ag Leader. Contact PC Ag Solutions, your local Ag Leader dealer, for more details. A little bit of information right now as far as what is going on at Michigan Sugar. Joining me right now, Rob Stoutenberg, agronomist with Michigan Sugar Company. His report brought to you by Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Rob, good morning. Hello, Rob. Seems like we might have lost him. Maybe. We'll try and get in contact with him again. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break, Matthew, and then we'll be right back. Legendary Tree Care, a sponsor here of Farm Service 790. If you need Legendary Tree Care, remember, no job is too big or too small. They are fully licensed and insured, and they do specialize in big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com or like them on Facebook. We'll be right back. As a farmer, you do it all, and so should your technology. Hit the field and go with Ag Leader's new In-Command Go displays. Experienced unparalleled visibility and control with the information you need right at your fingertips. The all-in-one screen view enables you to easily monitor everything at once without losing sight of your map, so you can make informed decisions on the go. What are you waiting for? Get going with Ag Leader. Contact PC Ag Solutions, your local Ag Leader dealer, for more details. Farm Service brought to you by Freeland Bean and Grain. They are your Dairyland seed headquarters. Get a hold of Justin Varner today and find out about all the different varieties available and what kind of special pricing there is before the end of the year. Dairyland Seed, they've got seed with your name on it from your friends at Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983. Where serving you is their business. Now we have Rob Stoutenberg. Rob, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Terry. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. What are farmers talking about right now?
The big thing going on right now, I'm sure as many people know, last week we wrapped up our district meetings, and there's a lot of talk about, what they're going to plant next year variety-wise. Looking at the packages that are offered, whether they're looking at some nematode varieties, a sweeter variety, just a lot of seed talk going on.
Yeah, and from what I understand, too, I know there were some issues with tops this year, especially tops in the piles. Any suggestions to farmers about that?
Well, I will say, we got through harvest this year, and in the beginning, it was 90-some degrees, and those tops just turned rubber. I'm hoping that next year we have a lot better year. Unfortunately, when you look at the seed varieties, they don't give them a rating on topping, which I wish they would. But I just hope the topping issue that we had this past year was just a fluke, and we don't see it again for a while.
And as far as varieties go, there are so many varieties available, aren't there?
Yes, sir. For this year, I believe there are 16 varieties available for growers to choose from the 3 different companies.
So at this stage of the game, suggestions, a lot of conversation back and forth at the meetings. Farmers should have a pretty good idea of what they think they should put in next year.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And, what we're doing right now is I like to talk to the guys, like, what did you plant not last year, but this past year, what you liked about it, what you didn't like, and which direction are you looking to go? So when we're having those seed discussions, we can try to pinpoint the best variety for a grower to plant in their field.
And as far as the factories go?
They're doing pretty good. Got a couple little hot spots in some files, but the ag ops guys are getting those taken care of, and everything's chugging along.
Hey, that sounds good. Rob, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
You betcha. Rob Stoutenberg with Michigan Sugar. We'll be right back.
Hate having to choose between price, service, and quality? Well, at Forward Energy, you don't have to. For 100 years, we've been delivering all 3. Get great propane prices, reliable service, and quality you can trust. Plus, over 90% of our customers would recommend us to their friends and family. Don't compromise. Choose the home heat company that gives you more for less. Forward Energy, Michigan's preferred propane and home heat provider since 1925.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.